guys, good afternoon. My name is Adam Schiffler.
My name is Connor Kylander.
And together we have created Collegiate Code. I'd like you to take a second to look into the mind of a startup founder. Flurries of concerns surround him, such as how do I get my website up? How can I complete all of my projects within a reasonable time? And where can I find another capable programmer? These are all thoughts that tech-based startups have day in and day out. There's always something that needs to be done, but not always somebody to do it. Now I'd like you to look into the mind of a college programmer. They have the skills, but they lack the ability to get their name out there. The beautiful thing about them being in college is that they have a ton of time on their hands and a ton of ambition. But they don't know how to effectively answer these questions.
And that is where Collegiate Code comes in. Collegiate Code is the first platform dedicated to connecting startups looking to hire college programmers for short-term micro-projects. See, startups create these cash bounties for micro-projects using our proprietary platform, which facilitates the entire interaction between the startup and the programmer. As these programmers complete these micro-projects, they simultaneously build out their portfolios, gaining real-world valuable connections, and making a little money along the way for themselves. Now let's take a look at how our platform works. So as a startup, for example, say we have a startup looking for a programmer from Miami University that is skilled in both Python and web development. They're going to first complete a project description. Those keywords are then cross-referenced with our entire database of programmer portfolios, filtering out only the programmers that are actually capable of completing that project for them. And when a match is made, they're able to reach out to that programmer to establish guidelines regarding project payment and completion time. Yeah, regarding project payment and completion. So, sorry. Now let's look at how, and programmer proficiency is a really big deal for us. So we allow the startup to actually submit a code set for the programmer to complete, eliminating any uncertainties that they may have regarding the skill level of that programmer. And now let's take a look at it from the programmer's point of view. So this is what a classic programmer portfolio looks like on our website. So our platform handles everything from the introduction and on-site communication between the startup and the programmer to the payment and recommendations for that programmer. The programmers that populate our database at this time are skilled in the following languages. Some of these include HTML, Java, iOS, just to name a few. Many of these languages are the very same languages that startups use day in, day out. Now let's take a look at who can benefit from our service.
So our current target market are the startups of Cincinnati that begin funding of some sort, whether that be through a startup accelerator, self-funding, or friends and family. We've decided this was the best route due to our exposure to the startup community this semester in Cincinnati. As you can see, there's a ton of potential within our customer base. We have estimated there are 133 funded startups just in Cincinnati. We will be able to reach most of these through our upcoming pilot with the Greater Cincinnati Venture Association for Startup Week this upcoming October. We're also working with Hunt Club to supply them with a summer programming intern, as well as UCollab. Whether or not they actually decide to use our service, every single startup we've sat down with has shown an incredible need for a service like ours. Brian Powell, the CTO of Strat, has been guiding us as we built out our website. Brian gave us a great recommendation. He said Collegiate Code is a unique blend of project and intern sourcing, and we have great vision that the team has a solid dynamic. Brian has been a huge help and definitely sees the potential in our team and our service. But Cincinnati is just the start. Startups across the country are all in the same boat when it comes to finding programmers for short-term technical work. Startups, however, are not the only ones who can benefit from our service. One day, we see Collegiate Code being the one-stop shop for all of your programming needs, whether you are a startup, small business, or even larger corporation. So, there's a huge opportunity here, and one thing is for sure. Programmers are a hot commodity. They will only continue to become more valuable, and we have a platform to supply you with them.
So, how do we get programmers on our site to begin with? The ones we have now come from 3 different marketing techniques that we have tested. The results suggest that the most effective method when it comes to onboarding quality college programmers is through reaching out on social media, specifically to the groups that host students that participate in hackathon events. When we did this, 26 programmers created portfolios on our website that weekend. So we have learned that hackathon members are the students that truly go the extra mile when it comes to putting themselves out there and mastering their knowledge. And we look forward to sponsoring and hosting Collegiate Code hackathon events in the near future. Now for the most important part, how we make money. We're going to say 25% of all the programming work completed on our site. Ohio as a whole contains roughly 1,500 startups, yielding approximately $180,000 in revenue for just that state. And that's only taking into account that each startup only completed 1 project on our site, when in actuality, we anticipate each startup completing multiple projects on our site over the course of an entire year. So the upcoming milestones. The next milestone for Collegiate Code is development of our project submission system. We have this completed by September, so we'll be ready by the time GCVA begins sending startups to our site in October. At this point, 150 programmers will populate our database. And as momentum builds with our pilot with GCVA, we will begin to introduce campus ambassadors to draw an increasing number of programmers to our site, reaching 300 by the end of 2016. So now let's meet the team. Once again, my name is Connor Kylander. I'm a kinesiology major with a neuroscience minor. I've started 2 companies in the past, College Bound Seal Coding and YWAC Bike Share.
And again, my name is Adam. I'm currently pursuing a major in finance at Miami University, as well as a minor in computer science. I'm currently knowledgeable in languages such as Java, C, and C++.
So there's a huge opportunity here. Collegiate Code is the first talent acquisition service to tap into the college programmer market. Our platform solves the technical problems that limit company growth, while at the same time providing quality opportunities that are necessary for college programmers to achieve their future technical goals. Thank you.
Thank you. Yes.
2 questions. Who would you be competing with, and how did you determine your pricing?
So the ones we're competing with would be like freelance websites like Freelancer and Upwork. However, we are a very niche market, so there's currently no one doing the same thing that we are. They're not creating a bridge between the college programmer population and the startup population.
How difficult would it be for them to do that?
You know, kind of hard because the college programmers aren't looking for something like a freelance website because they're also trying to get that experience, right? So our website connects them with startups, which they want to put on the resume, they want to get experience with. But with Freelancer and Upwork, they're, you know, chances are you're going to get a lot of random people, single people doing solo projects and that kind of thing. They'll get the money, but they won't get the experience. And for your second question,
Pricing on
yeah, that kind of came from the other websites as well, the freelance websites. They take a little bit lower percentage, like between 10 and 15, sometimes 20, but they tack on a lot of additional fees. And we took 25% because, hell, we thought, you know, let's shoot for the stars at first. And then, really, they're shorter projects. You know, they're 2 to 4 week projects. They're less money. Every startup we've talked to said 25% is a great number if I'm paying $500, $600 for a programmer.
Also, that gives us a little bit of wiggle room, because the other competitors, they're, or I guess not competitors, but Freelancer and Upwork, they're around 20%, and that extra 5% allows us to kick back some money to the campus ambassadors, to the teachers like that are going to have the umbrella of other programmers to help ensure quality, things like that.
So startups that are starved for cash, how do you ensure that they don't take a transaction outside of your platform and save 25%?
Right. So that's obviously a problem with a lot of like two-sided markets. We plan to do something like when we build out our project submission form on the website, we plan on incorporating a text encryption software, just much like Airbnb does. They do the same thing where you can't share your email, your phone number, and we realized you can get around that. But what keeps them coming back to our website is how easy it is. Now they can reach out to other programmers if they need a team or something. And we can also, we're also thinking about doing like, okay, it's 25% for the first interaction. Second time you come on the website, it's 10, 15%, 20%, something like that.
So it gives them an incentive to come back and help you, just keep you in your system, not try to go in the back end.
Yeah.
The quote from Brian, it's clearly like a visual value from the startup founder and the CTO side. So how long does it take to set up a project though, if you're a company? And so, because like it seems like there's clear value there, but oftentimes delegating the work takes a lot of time in itself. So do you have a sense of what your target should be and how quickly a company can set up a project so that they can get to work right away?
Are you saying from the time they come on the website to the time they contact the programmer, or when they're in contact with the programmer to the time they
So
finish?
let's say if the company's got 10 basic tasks that they're looking for a programmer to do, how long does it take that company to set up each task? Does it take minutes? Does it take a couple
So on
hours?
our website, it's very quick. All you do is fill out the description of your project, what skills you need. You can have something like a code test to ensure quality within the programmer. But once they actually get connected, they're short-term projects that they haven't had time to get to, that they don't need another full-time employee for. So really, these aren't necessarily the most complex projects that'll require weeks of training, but there's stuff that a lot of these college programmers that have been coding since high school are able to finish. So very, very quick process. That's kind of one of our trademarks. It's very quick.
We have time for one more question.
So what happens if the
guess it depends at what point they figure that out. So we kind of have payment milestones that we're going to set up. So it's not paid all at once from the startup side, but in increments, just to make sure they're happy with the work that's being done.
And the way that we delegate that is because we almost act as an escrow account for the whole process. So, and I mean, if there is poor quality, like in terms of like the programming work done, then we essentially would be absorbing that cost. Any residual from milestones that were completed.
But builds trust in our service.
Yeah.
Okay,